Welcome to the G.I. Museum in Goshen, Mississippi. My name is Doug Mansfield, and I'm the owner of the museum. The museum is named in honor of Sean Michael Cooley, a local emergency room nurse and a member of the Mississippi Army National Guard. Sean lost his life while serving in Iraq in February of '05. The catchphrase at the G.I. Museum is where military history comes alive. We accomplished that with the use of over 56 fully dressed mannequins wearing uniforms spanning the wars from World War I to the war in Afghanistan. The museum houses one of the largest collections of women's memorabilia from World War II and beyond. One of my favorites, however, is the WASP uniform. WASP stands for Women's Air Force Service Pilots. 1,074 WASPs served in World War II, performing various duties from flying aircraft from the factories to the fields, flying aircraft after maintenance was performed, and towing anti-aircraft targets for the GIs to shoot at. 38 WASPs lost their lives while flying U.S. military aircraft in World War II.
Various U.S. military weapons ranging from the Spanish-American War to the present are on display here at the museum. There are currently 4 Jeeps in the G.I. Museum collection ranging from World War II to the Vietnam era. One World War II Jeep is undergoing a complete and total restoration. There are also 2 Huey helicopters in the collection, with one of those helicopters undergoing a complete restoration also. There are various postcards and paperwork from all over the world and locally, some from Keesler Field and Gulfport Field in Mississippi, and also Camp Shelby in Mississippi. Other items used by the GI in their everyday life can also be found on display in the GI Museum.
There are some one-of-a-kind items here in the GI Museum, one of those being the portable darkroom set issued to Signal Corps photographers. The darkroom set comes complete with a camera, film, enlarging lights, timer, developing tank, and papers, and all of the other accessories necessary to set up a portable darkroom in the field. There are only 2 that are known to exist in this complete condition. One is in the Smithsonian and the other in the GI Museum. Another one of the rare items here in the GI Museum is Rupert. Rupert was the code name given to the quarter-sized burlap dummies that were dropped by the thousands during the Normandy invasion. The purpose of Rupert was to decoy the Germans away from the actual airborne drop zones. Rupert's arms, legs, and head have drawstrings. And Rupert's legs, arms, and head were filled with sand, rocks, or something heavy. He had a 16-foot diameter white parachute in the pouch on the front of him, and he had 2 types of gunfire simulators that were set to go off whenever Rupert hit the ground. Rupert really confused the Germans. There are only 26 Ruperts known to exist in the world. 6 are in the United States, 3 are in private hands, and 1 is here in the GI Museum in Goshen, Mississippi. I had started collecting U.S. military memorabilia at a young age of 11. All of my uncles were in World War II, and their stories just kind of fostered an interest in me doing that. A lifelong dream, though, it was to open a museum, and I managed to do that. I believe it's very important that we have museums like this so that our young folks never forget what all of the men and women have had to do in order to preserve the freedoms that we enjoy today in this country.
Admission is free, but donations are gladly accepted. The G.I. Museum is a 501c3 tax-exempt organization. Your donations allow us to keep history alive here at the G.I. Museum. Museum operating hours are the first and third Sunday of each month and every Wednesday from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. or by appointment. We welcome tour groups and school field trips.
If you're ever in the area, visit us here at the G.I. Museum. For more information, you can call 228-872-1943 or look us up on the web at gimuseum.com.